Hey guys, Will from Van Diemen Brewing here. For those of you who might not know us, we're a farm brewery based out of northern Tasmania. That's the little island to the south of the big Australian island, but not the New Zealand one. We don't like sheep that much, sorry. We're producing grain and hops grown here on the farm for brewing with, as well as harvesting our own yeast, both wild and those indigenous yeasts we then culture up and utilise as an isolation on a beer such as this. We're also utilising rainwater and spring water. So what we're effectively doing is achieving a closed loop brewing system right here on this land. And you can see that behind me now is next year's barley, which is just emerging from the soil. Each year we strive to produce an annual wet hop beer, and using our own hops, which are lovingly handcrafted by a throng of beer lovers each year. This year, 15th of March, we handpick them, and what we make is essentially this, a farmhouse beer, and this year it's farm juice. So using 100% of straight grown hops, both initially wet and then dried for dry hopping. This year's wet hop edition underwent sort of a unique destruction process prior to addition in the hop back, where we used a whippersnipper to completely destroy the flowers and open up the internal elements, pretty much exposing the lupulin oil in it. And what you get in this beer is a huge burst of that sort of bitterness and character and flavour, which is exactly what we're after with that destruction of those flowers. The dry hops came straight out of kiln into tank for triple dry hopping for an unprecedented sort of dry hop addition. This year we went a step further. So in addition to the whole hops, the wet hops that we added in, we also pulled straight from kiln into the brewery for brewing with our first batch of 2020 harvest schooner malt. That was harvested on the 4th of January, and then we brewed with it. It sat in silo and we brewed with it on the 16th of March, making this year's beer pretty much as fresh as you can get. So it's completely 2020 harvest ingredients. In the beer itself, there are really nice aromas of sort of melon, cantaloupe, and white pepper, along with sort of a fresh tropical fruit hop aroma, with some more exotic flavours of some lemon and citrus, sort of lime marmalade is the house character I tend to suggest we get off our actual hops. And in this we've actually used whole lemons, which are hand-picked on a tree just down by the brewery here, which really bring through that citrus character. So last year farm juice was a saison by stylistic nature, but this year we threw more hops at it, and it ticks into that IPA territory with that increase in bitterness. But we're still balancing that with an enjoyable soft wheat character on the palate with the addition of some farm-grown wheat. So the mouthfeel is still quite creamy and pairs beautifully with that bitterness. For us, balance and drinkability are at the forefront of all of our beers, and farm juice for me hits that mark, both from the ingredients that we've utilised in it and the unique nature of that and the origins of those ingredients, but also the freshness of it. We've always wanted to do one of these with fresh hops, fresh malt, and this is where we finally got to. As far as a food pairing goes with this, I mean, a spicy barbecue meat, that bitterness in there, but even something like a creamy brie is a good choice, or even a sort of a sharp cheddar to pair nicely with those fruit characters. So that's probably all you need to know about this year's 2020 harvest beer in farm juice. Grab a case, grab a carton, grab it off the website before it runs out. But more importantly, remember to enjoy your beers and grow, brew, and enjoy. Cheers.